Prices of homeopathic lovers, students, and homeopathic doctors in and around the world. And we have already a lot of presentation from different doctors from different part of the world, as well as homeopathic lovers from different part of the world. And we have discussed about different subjects, and we have celebrated more than 30 times in the in our sessions in English session, because almost all 100 days we have celebrations. We arrange participants from different part of the world to come together and discuss about a different subject. And as you know, today we have an excellent guest in Professor Dr. Devangi Pandya. She has completed her MD and MBA in hospital administration. She is working as the professor, Department of Repertory, and she's a PG guide, alumni, and SIP coordinator at Ahmedabad Homeopathic Medical College. She has working experience of 12 years at the same college, and she is a consultant physician at Divya Homeopathy Clinic, South Bhopal, Ahmedabad, and she is a member of the WICC Gujarat Child Care Council. And today, Doctor will be discussing about understanding fear group from Bach flower remedies. As you know, we have discussed about Bach flower remedies in various presentations by different doctors. So we let us see what Dr. Devangi Pandya has to say about all these things. You are welcome to this session, Doctor.
Good evening, everyone. Very thanks a lot, sir, for this opportunity, and would surely begin with the bachelor.
Yes. Now I have noted all.
So shall we start, sir?
Yes. You can go. You can present for about 45 minutes, and then we will have a discussion. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. So let us know about Bach flower remedies. Now the question is, why Bach flower? We know that homeopathy heals the human being internally from mind, body, and emotions. The mechanism, the vital force is aroused or is being healed by our homeopathic simillimum medicines. It cures the complete totality. Then the difference between the Bach and homeopathic medicine is Bach flower remedies focuses more on releasing the mental and emotional imbalance. So basically it works on the mental and emotional plane. These remedies also affects the physical symptoms which are brought up by mental symptoms, and it helps to heal them. So let us know something about the author, Dr. Edward Bach. He was an English physician and bacteriologist. He had it in his mind that the symptoms which evolve are from mental plane. They are from emotional disturbances. So he developed seven major personalities on this basis, and differentiated them into 7 groups. Now here, first of all, as he was bacteriologist, he first focused on the bacteria. So he first focused on the intestinal system. He thought the evolution of this bacteria is from intestine, which is absolutely true. And the most marked distinction between different types was found from intestinal flora or bacterial bowel lining, which reflects the overall health of organism. This is what he said. Now, as per this, the division of 7 groups, he made 7 vaccines from this bacteria which affects the intestinal system. If that bacteria were treated, the symptoms which are on the physical plane, which are on the mental plane, on the emotional plane, should surely get resolved. He named it as 7 batch nosodes, which are as follows. Since our focus is on batch flower remedies, we would not go in depth with the batch nosodes. Meanwhile, he came into practice with homeopathy. He came into Hahnemannian practice and became a good admirer. He found that principles of homeopathy, the way of preparation of medicines, and the way of administering them were the most efficacious and the best to go ahead with. So he started giving his bowel nosodes or the batch nosodes for the homeopathic system of medicine. But then, on his repeated experimentation, he found that the bowel nosodes were definitely working on the bacteria, but its efficacy on the mental and emotional plane was lacking. He found that there something should be done, or there must be something which can help and treat this bacteria and treat the mental and emotional plane. So he started experimenting again with different types of plants. The first experiment he did was on Ornithogalum, and that is known as Star of Bethlehem. And he found it was very much similar to Morgan nosode, one of the bowel nosode. So he started comparing all the bowel nosodes with the plant remedies. And he found that the symptoms which were present in that nosodes were also covered with the plant remedies, the plant essences. Here, the Star of Bethlehem, compared with Morgan, was showing depression, anxiety, introspection, and grief. Then he also experimented with Mimulus, impatience, and clematis, and started searching out various remedies. In this process, he developed 38 remedies, which he divided into 7 groups. Here are the groups of these 38 remedies. Okay, the groups are 7. First one is fears, then uncertainty, lack of interest, loneliness, oversensitivity, overcare, and despondency. These are the 7 groups in which the 38 remedies were divided. The first group contains 5 remedies. This is what we are going to learn in depth. Rock rose, mimulus, aspen. The first one is aspen, then mimulus, then cherry plum, then red chestnut, and rock rose. Similarly, there are different groups having different remedies. Now, the first remedy of this group, that is known as aspen. The theme of this remedy is unknown fear. The most important in batch flower remedies, once we understand the theme, we will understand the whole remedy very well. The remedy has the fear, but which is not present, which is vague, which is not actually present. The situations are not present. They will always say that they will not be able to explain how these fears have developed. They are fake and vague. They are nameless, shapeless, and groundless. They generally say, I don't know, but something terrible or negative is going to happen. They can't explain that. They can't explain their concerns. They feel that people will be laughing at them if they express the same. They have many hallucinations and delusions. They have sensitivity. They are always into ifs and buts. What if this is happening? What if that happens? The people who require this remedy, aspen, are into a fearful state and very much inflected or influenced by the external stimuli. It can be related to any conflicts. It can be some war, or if they hear some bad news or fear of any disaster. They don't know what is making them fearful, and that's why they cannot name it. But they know that there is something which is not correct. It can be said as intuition also. Now, their anxiety, because of this fear, they will start getting anxious. As they get anxious, they will have fluttering in the heart. They will also have palpitation. They will feel sweat and trembling in the extremities. They also feel as if they are surviving at the edge of knife with frightening anticipation. So they anticipate the fear, they get anxious without knowing the main cause why they are fearful. As a child, Aspen child would feel that there is a monster under the bed, and that's why they always would like to keep their doors and windows open. They would like to keep their lights on. An adult would also keep their doors open like children because they have fear. They get anxious if they are locked. They will also have blackouts. There would be frequent episodes of blackouts because of constant anxiety, constant fear, and they will not be able to choose their path. Yes, batch flower remedies are also very much beneficial for pets, as it is helpful for young adults, for children. They also give very good results in pets. They don't like to stay in dark room, and they would keep running behind their owners, and always they would be moaning or they would be sad. Now, when these symptoms on the mental plane are generated, that can be reflected on the physical aspect. In which form? On physical aspect, there can be dryness, there can be sweating and acne. There also can be eczema, and they will also have goosebumps. Now, positive potential. What does positive potential mean? Whenever this remedy is given, how it can be helpful, how it can be beneficial. It will help to release the fear. It will help to come out of the anxious state. So thus, it gives relief from nervousness. It gives security. It gives inner peace. It gives very much security. People will have assurance. They will be coming out of loneliness, and they will also gain support. It will increase the awareness in the surrounding, and they will also have appreciation from the family, office, and community. Why they would be appreciated? What the remedy have to do with that? But as they will be out of that fears, they will be out of their anxieties, they would perform better. And once they will perform better, obviously they would be appreciated. So it helps to increase sensibility, it helps to give intuitiveness, and increases their subconscious state or increases the awareness of their subconscious mind. So this was about the remedy Aspen. We'll be moving ahead with another remedy that is known as Mimulus. Now, Mimulus is the drug which is having a lot many fears. So, comparison with Aspen, Aspen would be the one where the fears won't be explained, where the fears would be there, but the person is not aware. They will not be able to name the fear. While in Mimulus, we will see that this remedy has known causes of fear. There would be known causes of fear. Means the person will be understanding why they are frightened. Means they can name the fears. You name it and they have fear of it. It is like that. By nature, actually, they are very much peace loving and they try to avoid, but they can't avoid any such situations because of internal fears they have. They try to hide their anxieties and try to show boldness, but because of terrible fear within, they are generally mostly timid, nervous, and shy personalities from within. They are very much timid, they are shy, and much nervous, and thus they also avoid social gatherings. But because of all these anxieties and fear within, they will feel low, they will feel lack of confidence, they will feel that they are being humiliated, they will feel substandard. These are the types of fear mimulus can be having. They can have fear of insects, thunderstorm, falling down. They can have fear of diseases. They will have fear of contamination. So they avoid eating outside. They always think that whether these things can cause any disease or not. That is the fear of diseases they will have strongly. They have fear of dogs, that dog can bite them. They have fear of traveling in plane. They would be worried for accidents. So they have many kind of known fears. Fear of public speaking, fear of injectables, fear of poverty. Now, Mimula's child would wake up screaming and crying. Again, that child will not be able to explain, but that can be because of some terror or some nightmare or some dream, what they have seen. Or if they are alone in the bed, they would be frightened because there is nobody with them. They also have fear of going to school. They would avoid going to school. They have they have fear of playing with friends, whether the friends may do something or whether friends will not like me. They have fear of discussing their issues with their parents. They feel that they would be scolded. So if there are low grades or if there are certain situations which needs to be discussed with parents that they won't be able to do because of the frightening state. They are hypersensitive to light. They cannot bear excess light too. Well, we saw in Aspen Child that Aspen Child would keep the lights open, would keep the lights on, while Mimulus have hypersensitivity to light. Main difference between both of them is that Aspen have fear of unknown things, while Mimulus have fear of known things. Mimulus pet, as the nature itself shows for the remedy, there is timidity and they avoid eye contacts when strangers come in. What it can show on the physical plane? What can be the sign and symptoms which can be brought up or can be covered up by this remedy? On physical plane, they can have fear, they can have headache, can have bronchitis type of symptoms, can have pains and acne. They have psoriasis also, and they can be diabetic patients too. They can also have stomach ache, repeated stomach ache. Again, if we see our patients in homeopathy, we find that the parents come and explain that my child keeps on complaining of stomach ache, but after some time it gets better. My child also have stomach ache while going to school, but then it gets better. So somewhere, if you correlate now, then that is because of their fear. Even while inquiring or while doing the case taking process, we see, we ask them whether they have any fear, whether there is any problem in the school, whether they are facing any issues with the peers, and they can be having wrinkles. Wrinkle also. Now see, this is the young age and this is the old age. When you have wrinkle, you have fear of getting old. So that way, even in that such condition, Mimulus can help. What is the positive potential about this remedy? After prescribing Mimulus, what it can give? It can bring out courage. It can give strength within. It will help to come out of timidity and fears. It will help to enjoy life fearlessly. And if the person would be fearless, the output would be better. It will be helping to uplift the mood and give courage before the exams or any kind of surgical procedures too. So in examination fears also, Mimulus can be used. Again, if we say about examination fear, that is known fear. The person is or the student knows the cause of fear, that is exam. When you have any known causes of fear, Mimulus can be thought of. Yes, it helps to come out of confusion and utilize their own intelligence. So if the person is confused, will not be able to apply the mental power. The mind will not be working the way it should. So the memulus can help to come out of that confusion and help their own intelligence. Our third remedy is cherry plum. Now, as we saw, Aspen is for unknown causes, Mimulus is for known causes. Again, cherry plum is the third remedy from the group of fears, but the theme is different. Here, the theme is fear of losing control over his mind. They will be frightened, but that frightening can go into anger, that can go into rage. That's why this cherry plum is one of the remedy for the crisis formula. The crisis formula is the rescue remedy. The crisis formula, that is the Bach flower remedy of rescue remedy. One of the component of this rescue remedy is this cherry plum. The other one is impatience, then Star of Bethlehem, and then there would be another two remedies, rock rose. These are the remedies which are given in rescue remedy in crisis formula. They also will have fear of overstrain, being overstrained. They will be unable to they will feel that there will be something wrong. They also cannot let go. They cannot let go easily. When they are having the fear, the main theme, as it says, is of fear of losing control over the mind. But they cannot let go. They will not let it go. So that fear will keep on increasing. The magnitude will keep on increasing. They'll get desperate. They will have uncontrolled impulses and nervous breakdowns. They'll also tend to get suicidal or they can get delusional because of constant thinking about it. They'll not be able to control. That is why they are not able to let go. They have fear of scary impulses. Now, these impulses would be persistently with them. They'll not be able to come out of it. They will all constantly feel that there is something behind. There is something behind. They have fear of being overstrained. What is being overstrained? If anything they will be doing, they will feel that no, I'll get exhausted. I'll not be able to finish it. I'll not be able to complete it. That can be done, but still they would be frightened. They will always think that if I do this, then that can go wrong. Though the situations may not be like that, things can be done better and they will be able to do better also. But because of their mental thoughts, because of persistent fear, they will feel that there can be something which will go wrong. They will also feel the fear of being hurt. You will also get the fear of being hurt. As a child, now when we see that they have the fear of losing control, similarly, it will be seen that in child, this we also know in the part of behavior problems of children, that they will have a good control over them throughout the day. But at night, when they are asleep, they will lose their control and then they will have bedwetting, right? This is what we always believe and what we know. So similarly, it can help the children who are having nocturnal enuresis or bedwetting while they are asleep. Because of anger, because of fear within, because of losing control, they can go and very much angry. They can go very much with rage. They can come out with rage. So that sudden anger will be developed in children, or they will start screaming in anger. Now again in young people, whenever they have such situation in past where such events might have taken place, they will persistently think about it, and then they keep on thinking about it and then regret it. So even for the past events where any such situation have occurred, because they are unable to let go, everything comes into their own theme. They cannot have control over themselves. They cannot let go. So again, they will not be able to let go their past. When they'll not be able to let go their past, they will keep on regretting. Now for pets, there will be fear of loud music, loud noises, and firecrackers. If these fears are not being treated, then they can go extreme. There can be extreme violence, or there can be a thing like they can think of even committing suicide. This is the picture which depicts the rage, the agitation, the anger, which is too much with cherry plum. They'll also have fear of being rejected, as we saw in the past previous slide, that there is fear of being hurt. They would try to overcome it, but again, they will not be able to overcome it, and then they will have fear of being rejected. These people lose their temper very quickly, and which can injure themselves as well as others when their work or their things are not being done according to their thoughts. Thus, they have feeling of rejected, and they will have feeling that their reputation will be lost. They know everything. They know everything. That by my reaction, the things can occur wrong. That can be something which is not appropriate, but still they'll not be able to control, and they will lead into such situations which will be terrible to be handled. They'll burst up like volcano. Their fear, their anger, their rage would be too much, and they will react into a very harsh state. They can show anything in, or they can speak anything in anger. They can even reflect it through their hands in anger, and they'll burst out like a volcano. As a person, it is very much difficult to understand a cherry plum patient. Why? Because they hide their feelings behind a face. They will have a masking face. They will hide their emotions. When the person thinks that they are going to lose control, they will start behaving in a different manner with the family. They would start getting little bit rude because internal conflict is going on in their mind. In a way, they want to control themselves, but they are unable to control. So that will be reflected on their reaction, that will be reflected on their behavior, and that can lead to rudeness with their family or friends. When this all state occurs, they will start behaving hysterical because they want their attention, they want others' attention, and apart from attention, they want to save their reputation. They want to show that they are very much normal. That's why they will start becoming hysterical. And this hystericalness now will turn into a rage, and it will get bursted out. As a person, they will have wide open eyes. They will have a staring look, and they will not blink very frequently. What are the physical symptoms which we can understand or which we can get with this remedy? There can be bedwetting in children. There can be violent itching. There can be alcoholism, hysterical affections. It can help to improve wrinkles, and it also helps to rejuvenate the skin. So these are the symptoms which can be present with the cherry plum patient. When I was going through this literature, many places I found doctrine of signature. So even in this Bach flower remedies, doctrine of signature is applied. The look of the flower, the plant, accordingly the symptoms are being obtained. As in aspen, it is said as quacker because it quakes, it trembles with the flow of wind. So that is why there is symptom of trembling. Positive potential, what this remedy can do, how this remedy can help. It can help to come out from chaos to light. It will help to show the person or the patient that there are possibilities and he or she will be able to control their emotions well. They will be able to handle their situations better. So that is why it is said that it can lead from chaos to light. They will be able to bear the extreme adversities. That means whatever situation occurs, even though they are adverse, even though they are into a higher level, that can be controlled by them with the administration of cherry plum as a remedy. It helps to get confident and also to make tremendous advancement in their personal development. Whenever we are going through this positive potential, these things are there in each and every remedy. That it helps in their to gain confidence. It helps in their personal development. Why? Because the disabilities, the anger, the fear, the rage, or any kind of anxieties will make the person disabled. Whatever potential they have within, that will not be able to be expressed out. But with the administration of this remedy, that would be possible. And the confidence of the person can be gained again. It will also help to reduce anger outburst in children. It will also help to reduce anger outburst. So it can be thought of being given into problem child. Whenever we face such type of issues, again with your constitutional remedies, Bach flower remedies can be given. And the beauty of this remedy is the same, that it doesn't interact with your constitutional remedy. It can be given along with your remedies too. It helps to increase patience and tolerance level also will be increased. It will help to stay calm. It will help to give peace within and reduce any post-traumatic symptoms. Means even if the reactions are because of the certain past events that can be brought out with the help of cherry plum. It can help to think rationally and to win the situations. It will help to remove any type of negativity and wrong ideas. The mind will get clearer and better with the administration of this remedy. It also helps to come out of the state of despair, uncontrolled impulse, and nervous breakdown, any kind of suicidal fears and delusions. Now, in females, it helps to balance the mood even during the menstrual cycle. So, mood disturbances can be corrected with this remedy in female patient. So, our fourth remedy is red chestnut. That is having worry, fear, and over concerned about others. Red chestnut is basically used where the people are over concerned, where the people have much worry or fear about others. They will have temporary anxiety and the worry, and these again will be much magnified. It will be, this worries will not go into rage or anger like cherry plum. This is the difference between them. But this worry will be magnified into anxiety. These worries will give much more anxiety. Because of being anxious, they will become restless. They will not be able to balance themselves. They will become much restless. But these anxieties or these worries or these fears are those for those mostly for their loved ones, for the nearer one in the family, because they, by their nature, they are very much overprotective. So whenever wife is going out, the husband would be worried about her, that when she'll come, what would be the time. look similar like Kali group. In the same way, if the child is outside, the parent would be worried about the child. So they are over concerned, they are overprotective. Mostly it happens with the precious child or the single child. They will have pathophobia, that is, they will have fear of catching infection. And they will also have this notion, what if any mishap happens when someone is out of house? That means they have fear of accidents also. Again, if they have fear of catching diseases, catching infection, they will avoid eating outside. They will not allow the child also to have something from outside. It helps the mother who are weaning with the child, the nursing child and the mother. They will have fear. They will not be able to stop winning. Mother would not be able to stop winning. Then it helps to stop winning. As they are over concerned, the theme says that they are overprotective, and this happens in the symbolic relationship, that is, the close ones, parents and child, or husband, wife, or any of the family members. But because of this over concernedness, because of this overprotectiveness, this will disturb their relationship badly. They will keep calling others whenever they are out to inquire how they are or what is the situation they are into. They develop helplessness if the loved ones are far away from them, and they'll keep on worrying about them. How does physical symptoms appear? Because of persistent anxiety, persistent worry, they will have hypertension. They will have sugar disturbances, that is, diabetes can come in, and they will have heart affections too. What this remedy will do when it is administered? It will give positive thoughts. It will help to develop sense of security. When there will be security, when there will be positive thought, it will always give optimism. It will always show empathy rather than worry. When these things will occur 110%, that will help to improve their relationships because they are giving space to their family members. They are not persistently holding upon them. It will help to bring security, help to give courage, bravery, calmness, and cure the concern and worries, and make the patient feel relaxed and help to focus on their ambition. The last remedy of this group is rock rose. Rock rose remedy is given where the situation is of terror. It is different from all the four remedies. Here the situation is of terror. So again, it is one of the remedy of the crisis formula, that is rescue remedy. It is one of the key remedy of the rescue remedy. So if we see in the rescue remedy, two of the remedies are from our first group. The rest of the remedies are different, but two remedies are from the first group itself. The rest are Star of Bethlehem, Impatience, and Clematis. So rock rose is the remedy which is for the terror type of situation or emergency crisis. These fears or these rock rose terror starts developing from the fears of Mimulus. But this fear will cross the magnitude, will cross the level of red chestnut also, and they will bleed into a panicky terror. But these are not like red chestnut. Red chestnut has the fears with the family members. But here the fear are with the situations. Fear if there is something, they have seen some accident or they themselves have met with some accident. As a child, there will be night terrors, but it would be increasing into a huge, tremendous anxiety state. In adults, there will be depleted energy because of persistent terror that can also lead to very much lowness in their self. Here the fear is such that it freezes the mind. The person would be blank. This is not like blackout of Aspen, but they will not have the thinking capability ahead. That is so much terrorsome, so much fearful. They will also have fear of noise, like of waterfall. So they'll not be able to hear huge or loud noises too. Now the root of this fear, here there is some causation of the fear. When they are developing this type of fear, there is some root or some reason, that is what we say as ailments from where the fears are developing. Whenever they have death of loved ones, they will start becoming frightened. They will start getting into this terror situation. If they have recurrent nightmares, then again that is one of the cause of getting into terror situation. If there is some hazard at their workplace, they'll not be able to cope up into that situation, and again they will feel terror within or much frightened within. And if they have seen some past terror events, like seeing some earthquake and the mishap happening into the same, seeing massive accidents, and because of that situation, they have seen such situation by themselves, and they would be into the terror state. While just sharing this with you, I remember one student, she had seen one vehicular accident and she was into a very much panicky terror state. Have been better if we had administered rock rose to her at that time. In pets, again, the terror itself expresses what they will be feeling. They will be frightened within. They will be anxious. They will try to defend. They'll also have fear from firecrackers and thunderstorm. Their expression will be hysterical. They will have starey look. They'll be trembling and nervous. Their nervousness will cause sleeplessness. Here the situation would be like fight and flight. If there is fight, there would be hurry, hate, unreasonable bitterness, and annoyance. If there is flight, then they will escape, try to escape. There will be dissolution. There will be vulnerability and being seized, that is being freezed. They will have physical symptoms like loss of control due to long-standing apprehension. I'll move little faster. Paralysis of mind and body, that is being freezed. It can be beneficial for post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorders, adjustment disorders, and in diabetic patients too, where the issues comes after nightmare. How it helps? Will replace the panic and give calmness and courage. It acts as a rescue remedy in cases of insanity, depression. The energy depletion also is here explained, that is because of the sunstroke or heat stroke, they will have energy depletion, and that can be covered up with rock rose. It can also help in drug addictions. Now, how to administer this Bach flower remedies? As I came to know that there are many such sessions on Bach flower remedies which have already happened. So you all might be knowing it. They are always available in 30 potency. Most of the time they are giving in water doses or dilutions directly 3 to 4 times a day, mostly 4 times a day. They can also be given in globules and they can be given until the symptoms are persistent. These are the books from where I had taken the references of the same or from where I could get the material very well. Richardson Bodler, very nice book. The other one is Bach Flower Remedies by Krishnamurti. Then another one is by Dr. D.S. Vora and by Dr. Bipin Kakkar. They explained these remedies very well, have been explained very well. I'm heartedly thankful, wholeheartedly thankful to respected Sani sir, Dr. Dhanesh sir, our principal, our past principal, Dr. Hina ma'am, IFPH talks and team, and my students Krutarth and Maitri who helped me to make this PPT. Thank you.
It's really an excellent session, and Dr. Devangi Pandya has really shown the beauty of these flower remedies, best flower remedies, and definitely we can use the same with our constitutional medicines so that the patient will get a speedy cure. And you rightly pointed out how one can differentiate these remedies and how the medicines are classified into different groups and what are the basis behind such classifications, and everything was fine. And let me congratulate you for that also. So let us go to the time. It is the time for discussion. Those who want to have a chat with Dr. Devangi Pandya can raise your hand, or otherwise you can open your video so that we will allow you to unmute yourself. So we will be uploading the video of the same by tomorrow evening, so that those who missed in the beginning or in the last part can also see it from the very beginning itself. So kindly subscribe and share with your friends our videos. Now I invited Dr. T.N. Sridhar Kurup, sir. He is the former Assistant Director of CCRH and it's a legend as far as the homeopathic doctors from Kerala is concerned.
I am extremely sorry whether it is audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I am extremely sorry that my computer is having some problems, so I cannot come into the video.
And no need, sir.
Yes, madam, that it was very excellent section. Thank you very much. I am also using since so many years that the Bach flower remedy, but I heard that there is a sixth potency is also available. Recently, I was having a talk with that regarding these things along with St. John. So they are having sixth potency. What about your opinion?
That would be very much wonderful, sir, if we get it into six potency, and for sure would be helpful for patients while administering the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And what I feel is that rescue remedy is one of the wonderful remedy. What I got so much in any case that I will always to keep my hand this rescue remedy one bottle always. Any circumstance, any disease, first remedy is nowadays I am giving the rescue remedy. Thank you very much. Please come in some other remedies also. There are now so many up to 38 remedies are there. The rest of the things also you can come. It is well and good. Thank you very much. Come again. Most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Yes, if as Dr. Ram Prasad, sir, you can also talk to our guest.
Thank you, Dr. Dhanesh ji. Congratulations, Dr. Devangi Pandya. Very nice presentation. Dynamic lecture. Excellent session. Beautiful describe Bach flower remedy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
30, 38 Bach flower remedy. Very great remedy. Rescue remedy. Rescue remedy is called name of emergency remedy. Fear, anxiety, depression, stress, any kinds of symptom. A main cause of disease, according to law of homeopathic science, fear. There are 60% disease according to fear. And anxiety, greedy, grief, any symptom. According to homeopathic, main cause of disease, fear, invisible, subjective symptom, than produce objective symptom. So Bach flower remedy, the very good remedy. I use of rescue remedy, use of rescue remedy. Another remedy, bowel no should be remedy, is a very good remedy. So very, very thanks. Beautiful described by flower remedy. Thank you, Dr. Devangi Pandya.
Now
Thank you.
thank you, Ram Prasad. And now I invite Dr. Savi Pasua from Turkey.
Thank you, Dr. Danesh. Thank you, Dr. Panungya. It's a very interesting and wonderful session. And I hope you will continue the other emotions for other 6 emotions at the other session because we learn most things and flowers and our mind problems and their situation and homeopathic situation is the same. And thank you so much.
Yes, that's
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
and that's Dr. Savi from Turkey. She is a regular participant from Turkey in this forum. Now I invite, there is a question from Dr. Hafiza. Can we treat a few of the mental diseases with the bachelor remedies, or it is only a transient period, and after stopping the remedy, the symptom will recur or not? Suppose if a patient suffering from fear of exam, then before attending every exam, he has to take the minimus, or with few doses of we can overcome the fear. That's a question.
Yes, Josefa. Good evening. If there would be fear before the exam, 100% Mimulus can help. But that remedy will not be like that the fears will be completely gone. If the symptoms are prominent, along with the constitutional remedy, these remedies also can be given simultaneously, and gradually the doses can be reduced, and it can be into combinations also. Here in batch flower remedies, more than 1 or 2 remedies also can be mixed together for such type of state. But in acute stage, as sir said previously, rescue remedies work wonderfully, as well as mimulus also can be thought of, and it will definitely help to reduce the fear before the exams.
Yes, that's the answer. Dr. Hafiza, do you have any more queries, or you can directly raise your hand so that you can have a chat with Dr. Devangi Pandya? No, if anyone have any other question, please raise your hand so that we can allow you to ask your question. As you know, we are used, doctor, what kind of weather while treating this kind of patient with these kind of medicines, is there any food restrictions there? Will you, what kind of advices you used to give to the patients who are under the treatment with these flower remedies?
Generally, sir, there are no such food restrictions which are there with this batch flower remedies. Apart from what we say for homeopathy to avoid stimulating substances, that is what we say. But otherwise, rest of the food can be taken. But nowadays, what I have observed that there is, because of the lifestyle disorders, there are many things which patients or we as human do regularly, which shouldn't be consumed. Even the polluted food substances are into a higher state. That's why the food restrictions would be better option to be given with the remedies whatever we prescribe. Along with batch flower, it won't be required at such.
Okay, that's a very good answer. And if anyone have any other question, please you can directly ask the question. How much of what kind of, yes, there's a question. Adil from Adil Jamshad.
Hello, how are you? I just joined in. In fact, the speaker was telling about the exams. I just wanted to know which remedy would she prefer to give before these exams, especially like we in homeopathy, it's common to give argentum nitricum, but in the Bach-Flower remedies, which one of these are preferred? Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. In batch flower remedies, we would surely be giving mimulus as a remedy. We can also give rescue remedy very well.
Yes. Are you satisfied, Dr. Adil? Dr. Adil, you are from which part of this country?
I am from Pakistan. I'm
Oh.
just I'm a learner in mind method and prefer to see these discussions which goes on daily in your channel. So it's a bit of good learning for me. I'm in Karachi, Pakistan.
Okay.
At the time.
We have a lot of presentations from Pakistani doctor, particularly Javed, Dr. Javed Akhtar.
Yeah, he's my mentor. I'm learning from the mind method.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
brilliant.
Hope tomorrow there is an announcement for tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Shivashankar, who is Assistant Professor, Department of Veterinary Medicine, BBHMC Bangalore, and he will be talking about the importance of observation in clinical practice with the case presentation. And now I invite Dr. Adil to say Adil Jamshid to say vote of thanks to Dr. Devangi Pandya.
Thank you very much for giving this productive lecture. Though I've joined in a bit late, but inshallah, we'll be meeting you tomorrow on this channel to learn more about the mind method and any other discussions that's going on these channels. Usually, what I found is the mind method is mostly prescribed and discussed in these channels, right? Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. It's Dr. Cycles and the Handman's method, basically. But anyways, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for these learning sessions, and it's I find it very productive in gaining this knowledge. We are all students, and daily we learn some things new which come up to the doctors, and they share with us, especially Dr. Javed, Dr. Tanzila in Pakistan. We take daily sessions, almost daily sessions, and see wonderful cures of what's been provided by the homeopathy practice. Thank you all.
Dr. Devangi Pandya, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I am really thankful to the whole team for giving this opportunity and would love to again come back if welcomed. And I really enjoyed being present with all of you and delivering this session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Devangi Pandya. Definitely, we need you. We need some more presentation from you. But you can take any session, whether it be batch flower or something other than some other case presentations or whatever may be. And definitely, you are always welcome to this session, webinar club. And we are thankful to those who participated and attended the session in this evening. And with that, we come to the end of the day, 1326. We will meet again tomorrow at the same time. We hope all of you will be joining us, and those who missed the session can definitely watch the session again and again by tomorrow at YouTube. We will be uploading the same, and you can those who have not yet subscribed, you can subscribe and share with your friends so that homeopathy will reach to the general public also. Thank you all. Good night.